everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, you guys are joining me in my kitchen at my fridge because today we're doing a full fridge organization. So this is my fridge. It's a double door fridge and it has a roll-out freezer. So I'm gonna hopefully organize the freezer as well as the fridge. I really have to go through this food. This door also does not stay open, so that's gonna get really annoying. I'm gonna keep that open somehow. Anyways, I have to go through this food. I know that there's things in there that are rotten that I probably haven't seen for a while. I have to clear it all out, figure out what's inside this fridge and reorganize it completely. So I got a whole bunch of clear containers from Target so I can reorganize this thing, place them all nicely and make this look really good. I also picked up a Lazy Susan because I have a really fun idea with that by sticking one in your fridge. And I'm gonna label everything so everything has its own place, and next time I go grocery shopping it can go back into its own little container home. This fridge has never been fully cleaned and it kind of has that weird fridge smell where you know you should probably clean it out. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're gonna be doing is clearing out the entire fridge so there's nothing left in it at all. My fridge also sings a song to me when the doors are open for too long, so we're gonna have to cut that out. So as I'm taking everything out of the fridge, I'm gonna be checking all the expiry dates because I need to get rid of everything that's expired or is going to expire like today. So that's all gonna go in the garbage as I'm clearing it out. Oh my gosh. These raspberries have so much mold on them. I do not remember buying these, so I don't know how old these are. These are so disgusting. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Thank God I'm doing this. I should have done this so long ago. I hope this organization video can help motivate you guys to start organizing your fridge and clearing it out, because trust me, I know we all have a fridge with hidden food at the back, with expired food, with moldy things on it. So I definitely cannot be the only one here. So trust me, if I can do it, you can do it. Alright, so that's everything out of the fridge. I have, oh my god, this is so heavy, an entire garbage bag of pretty much jars of jam and sauces and, you know, those gross raspberries and all that. So there's a lot of stuff in this bag. I'm gonna run this out to the garbage immediately so that it doesn't sit in this house any longer. And now that everything's out of the fridge, we're gonna start cleaning down all the surfaces and bins. So I'm gonna be using my Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface cleaner. I pretty much use this on almost everything in the house. I find it a very gentle cleaner and it smells really good. This one's the honeysuckle scent. And I'm gonna be using my Magic Eraser Plus Dawn. So this is like their kitchen version. And I think it's really good for cleaning almost every surface, and it really gets off any kind of built up grime. So this is gonna be my little power duo team. So let's go ahead and get cleaning. Now this fridge is completely clean. I cleaned down all the surfaces and bins. I actually had to take out the bins and clean underneath them, lift up the glass and clean underneath that. So now every single part of this fridge, including the walls, the ceilings, the glass, and the bins, are totally clean. So now it's time to figure out a container layout for this fridge. I have all my containers ready to go. I already took off all the labels and washed and cleaned them last night, so they're good to go now. So the layout of the fridge is what's really important. It's what makes it look really good, but also function really well. So you have to keep that in mind when organizing your fridge. What makes sense, what works best for your family, what food you have to work with, and where it's located in the fridge. So one thing to think about is don't put your meat and cheeses at the top of the fridge, because if anything kind of leaks out of it, it's gonna go all over your food. So we're gonna keep that stuff really low. We're gonna keep everything tall, obviously, where we have tall space here. We're gonna keep a lot of the sauces and condiments on the doors because that's the area that's the warmest of the fridge, and those are the things that won't go bad as fast. So that's a good location for them. And then of course the fruits and vegetables in the humidity controlled drawers. So that's what they're meant for. So we're gonna keep that in there. You can use any kind of container to organize your fridge. It can be white ones or colorful ones, but I'm gonna stick with the clear ones. I just think it's easier to see what's in each bin and you can find things easier. So clear is the way to go in my opinion. And then I thought this Lazy Susan would be a good idea to put in the fridge so that you don't have to move items out of the way. You can just spin your Lazy Susan and get to what you need. So I thought that was a really cool thing to throw in the fridge as well. But let's go ahead and try laying this all out. So now I have a layout with these containers that I think is gonna work for me. I may have to move some things around when the food goes back in, but I have these really slim containers down here that I can organize eggs, cheese, meat, that kind of thing down here. And then I have my little Lazy Susan on this side. I'm keeping this side open because I'm thinking the milk containers will go there because I have the height. And then I have this larger container here because that fits well. I ended up moving this shelf so that it lines up with here just because it didn't make sense for it to be lower, so this makes it look cleaner. And then I have these matching containers in the middle section. And I'm gonna go ahead and fill up all the containers with all this food here, so we'll figure out what the layout looks like once everything goes back in. So the fridge is looking really good. It's not completely finished yet, but now we're gonna move on to the freezer. So there is a lot of stuff in here that probably should just go in the garbage now, like those. We're never gonna use those. So I just have to throw a few things out in here and get rid of a lot of the packaging and then put things into these little bins here for the freezer, and then we're almost done. So as you can see, the freezer is pretty dirty. I have to give this all a wipe down before I put things back in, but that's pretty gross that all of this has collected over this time. So I'm gonna wipe this down and get everything back in. Everything back into the fridge and the freezer, all organized in its containers, and it looks so good. Like, it looks like one of those fridges off Pinterest, so I'm so excited. So the last step is to label these containers. So I have my label maker here. I'm gonna be putting labels on pretty much every container. I actually have a few containers in there that are empty, so when I go grocery shopping, they'll be filled with whatever it says on the label. So the labeling part of organization is always the cherry on top for me because it really helps you maintain your organization projects so that you don't take on a project like this and then end up messing it all up the next week because you're not putting things back where they belong. So once you have designated areas and everything has a name on it, you know exactly where things are supposed to be and you end up putting them back where they belong. So I completely finished organizing the fridge and the freezer, and I labeled everything in the fridge so it looks so good. I can't wait to show you guys because the fridge has never looked this good before. This deserves a fridge tour now. So I'm just using this Hope's Perfect Stainless to clean the outside of my fridge so it doesn't have any streaks or fingerprints on it, and it's shiny and ready to show you guys. So now the fridge is officially ready to show you guys. I never even thought it could look this good, so I'm so excited to show you guys. I have so much more space in there and just it looks really pretty. I actually can't wait for someone to open up my fridge now and look inside because I'm really proud of it. So if you guys are excited to see what's inside, hit the like button right now and let's go check it out. even believe the difference of this fridge. Like, before was just so embarrassing and there was so many expired things in there that was really, really bad. But this looks so good. I can tell exactly what's in my fridge now. I love the labels on everything. It really makes it look like everything has its own place. There's just so much extra room in here now that even if I go grocery shopping, it's still not going to be completely full. So I'm really excited about this. Up here, I just have like extra things, so things that might have been open, like a little guacamole container. I have pizza dough and some herbs up here. I have all these little packs of soy sauce up there because every time we order sushi, I end up keeping all the extra packs. So I put them in a little container so they're no longer on the door. I wanted to keep this middle shelf for like fun things like juice boxes and refrigerated snacks. So I have the snack box just completely empty right now because we don't really have anything that would be considered a snack. And then over here I have all the cream cheese, yogurt. I have some Parmesan cheese in there and dips. Anything that really comes in this kind of container I put in there. So I feel like that's a nice visual way of seeing what's what. And then I love this Lazy Susan down here for all of my peanut butters, nut butters. I even have some of my maple syrup in here. So this makes it really easy to find things in here so you don't have to move anything out of the way. You just spin the little Lazy Susan. So it'd be really cool if you could have multiple in there. I just don't really have the space for that right now. On the door I have all the butters because this is a really slim container here. So I thought that works for butter. We'll just keep that over there. And then I have this large container of what I labeled sauces. So it's tomato sauce, pesto sauce. I have mayonnaise in there, hot sauce, that kind of thing. And then of course I have all my almond milk lined up along the side, so that makes sense over here because we have the height on that side of the fridge. And then finally I organized my fruits and vegetable drawers. So we have all of the fruit in this drawer and all the vegetables in that one, and hopefully it stays that way and it all fits perfectly. So now I know exactly what's where and it's just so easy to find things. And then I really love this last drawer. This is what I call the eggs, meat, and cheese drawer. So everything that could maybe leak or get messy, that kind of thing, is down below. So we have 3 cartons of eggs over here. We have chicken and salmon, and then I have the cheese on the end. So I really like this drawer because it fits a lot in it, and I just like how wide it is, and I could use those slim containers. And then along the side door, I tried to categorize the condiments as much as I could. So I have soy sauce, stir fry sauce, sweet chili sauce. So anything that's kind of used for like a rice or stir fry kind of thing is up here. And then I have the pickles, the olives, and jam down here. So I just feel like that was its own little category. And then I have the things that I use a lot, like the ketchup, hot sauce, lemon juice, and minced garlic. So that's its own little category, really easy for me to get at. That's the whole organized fridge. I really like the way it turned out because even if I need to switch it up, I can move the containers around and it makes it really easy for me to change the layout. So I think this is really gonna work for me, and I think we're gonna be able to maintain this for quite a while. So down here in the first drawer, I put these 2 little containers in here. They're just like big square plastic containers that were good for a freezer. But in this one I have some meat, rice, potatoes, anything that's kind of frozen like that, kind of like dinner-ish food. And then over here I have frozen veggies. So I have all this asparagus, broccoli, that kind of thing. And then I have some cold ice packs back there. So I like that these are now separated into 2 different categories and you can see exactly what's what. Nothing's on top of each other. And then up here, I really like this section as well. I'm gonna designate this container as kind of like a dessert thing. If we ever buy ice cream, any kind of frozen dessert, I'm gonna designate this one as frozen fruit. So I'm just realizing we have no frozen fruit, so I gotta go get some of that. And then I have 2 frozen pizzas down here. So we have the cauliflower crust and this pesto pizza, and then my frozen ice cubes back there. So everything fits perfectly. Now I have so much extra space if I ever buy anything else, and now I know exactly what I need. Anyways, I really hope you guys liked this video. I hope you guys learned a little bit more about organization and how you can organize your fridge, and I hope this motivates you to clean out your fridge and organize it yourself too, because it's not that much of a daunting task, especially if you get rid of stuff. You end up with less food and it's so much easier to put back. So it just makes me feel so much better now having a clean fridge, and it no longer has that weird smell coming from it. So this worked out really well. I'm so happy with the way it turned out, and I'm actually really excited to go grocery shopping now so I can fill the fridge up even more. So hopefully I can maintain the organization of this fridge. That's always the hard part, but I'm sure I can do it now that everything's labeled and has its own place to be, and there's extra room. So there's room to play around with all this. But I hope you guys liked this video. If you guys did and want to see more organization videos, please give this video a big thumbs up and hit that like button. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. I do so many organization, room makeover, interior design videos. So if you guys love that kind of stuff, make sure you guys are here for it and click the red subscribe button down below, and make sure you guys have my notifications turned on so you guys never miss a new video. And I have so many more things and rooms around here to organize, so if you guys want to see more of that, please let me know down below. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!